Oh, sorry. Hi guys. Today I'm going to be watching Horror Shorts Party, and if you cannot see on the corner of this phone right here, that it says it's 12 in the morning. It's, I guess, well, technically it's the 14th, and today is National Pie Day. Okay, anyways, let's go. So this is Friday 13th. Oh, wait, I'm still in the coloring thing? I did not know. Okay, let's go. Oh yeah, and if little kids are watching this, be prepared. You might be scared. What if he was floating? 5. Okay. I don't know if I did. Oh my god, I'm scared. I'm about to cry. Freak, I'm about to cry. Bro, I'm probably gonna get removed from YouTube. I don't know. I just heard this go off. I'm scared. Freak, my blinds aren't closed. I don't know if I want to close it. But then I'm gonna close it and turn off my lights. So hold on. Definitely better. Okay, let's go.
After I divorced my ex-husband, I wasn't planning on immediately finding someone new. It just sort of happened. By random chance, I met a man named Lewis at a bar. I was drinking to mourn the end of my marriage. Lewis was sitting near me, saw the look on my face, and bought me a drink. From there, we hit it off. Over the next week or so, we went on a couple dates.
Why is he built like that?
However, it seemed like Lewis wanted to take things faster than I did. On the morning of Friday, April 13th, he invited me to join him on a dinner cruise that same night. Not only did he spring it on me with very little notice, but I also wasn't comfortable getting on a boat with him just yet, so I declined. Instead of
His skin looks like sand. Technically, it's not really Friday the 13th, but if people don't have the time, they're gonna think it's Friday the 13th. Because I just heard, well, I didn't just hear it again, but I already heard that. It's scary.
giving up, Lewis said he wouldn't
I cannot laugh right now.
want to go on the cruise alone anyway. Then he suggested I just go over to his house for the evening. I hadn't been there before, and it still felt a tad intimate, but I decided to do it anyway. That night, I drove to his address. Upon arriving, I noticed that all the lights were off, inside and out, cloaking
Turn around, and then go the opposite, then just go back where you came from.
the house in complete darkness. There was a 2-car garage and a car I didn't recognize parked in the driveway already. Lewis hadn't
Girl, how would you recognize a car by just looking at it?
mentioned living with anyone, so I had to wonder who else was coming over.
She looked like an alien.
And why the hell they didn't need to be able to see each other. Confused, but still willing to follow through, I parked next
Freaking no. If I saw him, I would have turned around, zoomed off, and I would go like 100 miles per hour. Like, no.
to the other car, then got out.
Okay, if you don't know whose house this is, turn around. Like,
I noticed a change in the house before I even took 2 steps.
girl, then don't go.
The front door was now open, the light above it still unlit, and Lewis was just standing inside,
In her
wearing
room?
nothing but underwear and an undone robe. The sight made me freeze.
Girl, obviously it made you. Girl, you gonna die.
I'd only known him for a few days, but this was so unlike the impression I'd gotten from him. A million thoughts ran through my head, the loudest of which was telling me to get back in my car and leave.
I'm that one right now. Girl, get in your car and leave. Like,
I wanted to, but Lewis
bro, I'll close my eyes. I do not like this.
kept waving me over. Something felt off about his smile. It wasn't warm anymore. There was just nothing behind his eyes, or whatever was there. He was trying to hide it. He wouldn't stop waving either. Going against my better judgment, I chose not to be rude. I walked up to the door and said hi, but Lewis didn't say much. He didn't say
I'm not
anything,
looking
really.
at so
He
scary,
just
though. I
kept
don't wanna
waving
get
me over,
nightmares.
beckoning me inside his home. Reluctantly, I stepped through the door. Then Lewis closed it behind me, shutting us off in a near-perfect darkness.
The only reason why I had to close my eyes is because it's like 12 and I'm only a kid and some things I can think scary. Like this bald spot on his head. I just gotta add some shine to it.
It wasn't just that the lights were off. All the windows were blacked out too. Not even the street lights were bleeding in. I couldn't see a damn thing. Suddenly,
Get out.
I felt Lewis grab my hand. I asked him where we were going, but he told me it was a surprise. I pulled back, not wanting to be led into some kind of trap, only for him to whisper something odd. Stop breaking character.
Wait, are we role-playing right now?
Yes, you said you liked that, didn't you?
Did I? I mean, I sort of remember, but...
Ew.
Don't worry about it. Just follow me. Role-playing could have meant a lot of things. I was just hoping it wasn't what I thought. But I was just collecting more and more
Girl, what do you think?
reasons to leave. If any other weird shit kept happening, I would be gone. Next, Lewis led me up a set of stairs that I struggled to
He looks like a hunchback.
climb in the darkness. But I made it.
Hey guys, I recently found an app that
On the second floor, we soon entered into a smaller room, a bedroom, but the lights were still off. Lewis refused to turn them on until he closed the door behind. Serious shock. There were 2 other women in the room with us. They had been waiting in the dark, wearing nothing but bras and panties. I looked back at Lewis to find he had dropped his robe to the floor, joining the women and wearing almost nothing. All 3 of them were encircling me, staring with hungry eyes. After a short but silent moment of shock, I found my voice again.
Excuse the hell out of me, but what in God's name is going on here?
God's got nothing to do with it, Britt. Do you know what day it is?
Yeah, it's Friday the 13th. Big whoop, you creepy dork.
I was thinking for the occasion, we could try something a little different. Something like a small orgy? All the temptations of the flesh wrapped in a neat bouquet of S&M.
S&M? What's that? Well, the S stands for sadism. Ow! What the hell? Deriving pleasure from inflicting pain.
And the M, if I may, is masochism, deriving pleasure from receiving pain. Go ahead, squeeze.
Hell no! I'm out. I'm not making bondage bullshit. You 3 have fun with each other all you want. I'm going home. Lewis, you said this bitch would be cool.
Easy, easy, ladies. It's all right. We'll just have to settle for some necrophilia.
No. No. No!
This Friday the 13th story happened on April 13th of 2012, which is the last day Brittany Kilgore was seen alive wearing a purple evening gown. Days after filing for divorce, Ray Perez. Kilgore wasn't in
Bro, she is so pretty. Not like that, but like Wow. It's just weird.
Initially interested when Perez invited her on a dinner cruise, but she agreed after he offered to help her move. Instead, Perez allegedly took Kilgore back to his Maraglino, and Jessica Lynn Lopez joined them. 4 days later, Kilgore's body was found. Over the following weeks, Perez, Maraglino, and Lopez were arrested. An investigation uncovered evidence suggesting that the trio were into S&M that crossed the line. It was argued that they murdered Kilgore after she refused to participate. Although they pleaded not guilty, the three were all sentenced to life without parole.
For the past 30 years, every single Friday the 13th has reminded me of the most harrowing experience of my life marked by that day. Back then, I was still a young guy at the start of my career as a high school principal, married to a beautiful woman who was pregnant at the time of this happening. At the end of a long school week, my wife and I looked forward to a peaceful, relaxing night in. She made a delicious dinner, while I tried to get ahead on a stack of paperwork I had to do over the weekend. After dinner, we cleaned up together, then sat down on the sofa to catch some primetime television, for it was Friday the 13th. At 8:30 p.m., our television program was interrupted by a knock at the door. I muted the TV. Who could be at the door at this hour? They knocked again. It didn't have any urgency to it. They didn't call us from the other side to identify themselves or state their business. By the third knock, I knew they would not leave on their own. I got up to answer the door, but before opening it, I looked through the peephole to glean a little bit about who this person was. All I saw were yellow eyes, piercing, pressed against the door, unblinking. My wife asked me who was at the door. I looked away from the sulfuric eyes and said I couldn't tell. They were standing too close. Maybe they heard me, because when I looked through the peephole again just a moment later, they had taken a step back, allowing me to see who they truly were. I recognized him, Glenn